What the heck is it? Oh, electrical connector. Alright, we'll start work on the trough. Well, the trough is going to start working me, rather. The footing here is very uneven. Okay, look at the target. I got it there, and yeah, there you go. Bottle cap, Stella Artois. A lot of that down here. A lot of crap in the water. Very difficult to walk. Oh yeah. A lot of seaweed on that one. Okay. Holy crap. That water's coming up. With a penny. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stop at this hotel and go back and start working the other direction. Get down closer to the water. Alright, so we got this area of sand. You can see it's black right here. It's washed out a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is go down in front of this area and see what we can find. That's telling me there's a depression here. You can see where it's eroded a little bit more than other areas. So when I'm working the wet sand like this, I want to have my back to the ocean. Now when the water's running down, I keep the scoop right over the hole where the target came out of, in case it falls out of the scoop. I want to go right back in the hole. We got a lot of weird signals over here. They got power running out to this pier and all that. One of the last things you want to do is dig into a 220 volt power line while you're in the salt water. So we'll play it safe with that. Okay. With a quarter. You try to sneak your swings in between the waves because there's a lot of drag on the water. So rolling up in front of the Holiday Inn, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just start to slow down and try to work this out methodically. I can see a depression in the sand over here, and that's actually around my starting point. This is one of the biggest problems down here in Aruba. You see those two bottles over there? They sell a lot of bottled beer, and most people down here don't do the all-inclusive, so this is the end result. And you get glass on the beach. All right, there's a penny. You can see that, Lincoln. Keep moving on. This area here, I'm spend a little time on. Okay, looks like a nickel, right? Get around the other way. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm beginning to think that this might be something else. There it is. Okay, bottle cap. Again, not a sharp signal, so like something sizable. Okay, so this is day one from metal detecting. I've got this tin that I found here, and this is all junk. It's pull tabs and bottle caps. I found this old, well, I don't think it's that old. It actually might have just come through the hurricane. Looks like an old Porsche, and it's seen better days. So, got this junk, it's like an anklet type chain, and I don't know, 50, maybe 51, 2, 3 cents, and a button. And that was it for day one. Hotel, something going up in this area. We weren't exactly sure. We saw a sign for it. This could very well be it. The clouds look like they've blown down, heading towards the west coast. So, may have avoided the rain today. Great place to take your little kids. You see, there's a lot of locals that come here. Sunday, you know, I think for some, you know, parts of, I know, like down in Randstad, I asked the concierge at our hotel this morning if, you know, the shops were open in Randstad. He said, no, they're closed on Sunday. So this is, you know, time that the families, local families, get out and do things. Today, this is actually Michelle's very first find. She wanted to try metal detecting a little bit, and it's an old mayonnaise. It's a foil container for mayonnaise. So that was her very first find, right there. Look at that, huh? She did good, almost as good as me. Look at all the junk I found. I found a lot of good junk here. As you can see, Balashi, very popular here on the beach, and pull tabs. You know, this one here, I would say Heineken, probably. Like, look at the color. I know there's a blue one in here somewhere too. That's probably a Budweiser. And so I got one mystery blob, and it's a mystery encrustation, we'll call it. And this was ringing in on the detector. I don't know what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bang it open and see what the surprise is inside. And this was also, you know, the only piece of jewelry that I found. This at, you know, this was Baby Beach, and junk earring. So so far, first couple days not doing that great, but there's always tomorrow. Okay, so I cracked open the mystery blob. I got my my Leatherman and opened up the pliers and just took a nip out of the side of it. And as you can see, we've got a stinking Lincoln. It's a zinc Lincoln. You can see that the foil copper, I call it foil, it's as thin as foil, the copper coating over the zinc penny. And yeah, this beauty traveled a long way to surprise me. So yeah, it was a stinking Lincoln. So we had a storm roll through here last night, and it was going on for a few hours. Did some damage. There's a boat that went down from this pier that's out here, and you look down the coast here, you can see all kinds of seaweed that are pushed in. What it did, the wind was blowing onshore, so basically what it did was it pushed sand onto the beach. I can tell right now the sand is very, very soft, and usually it's a lot firmer than that. So it pushed sand onto the beach. I took a run down with my metal detector spawning, and there wasn't anything. I dug a few targets, but nothing from any erosion. So unfortunately, it wasn't the storm I was looking for. Over here, oh God, look at the floats. One of them looks like it's completely deflated. And the worst of it all over here, look at a shipwreck. They had a shipwreck here on Palm Beach. Oh. Oh God. I never thought never in my day that I think I'd see a shipwreck on Palm Beach, but there it is, folks. Right there. It's the SS Marina. Okay, so we're here down in front of the Hyatt, Palm Beach, in Aruba, and I'm gonna do some metal detecting. They've got the trusty old Excalibur with the cores, coil. Pretty quiet here, all in all said and done. Very, very quiet at the beach. Not much metal. The way that it's almost like a set of steps coming out of the beach. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the sand, it builds up in increments about every 6 inches or so. So you might have like 5 or 6 steps before you come out of the water. You can probably see it here now, the ripples. I've worked that a lot, and there's no guarantees there at all. So, all in all, I think since I started out here today, I got a bottle cap, I got a pull tab, and I've got a Jaguar. Okay, well, I'm officially on the board today. It's tough digging, and to be honest, wearing the when I wear my GoPro on my head, I can't wear my hat, and it's so damn hot down here. You know, you're so close to the equator that I have to balance out and say, geez, should I continue to wear the camera and risk sunstroke, or should I put on my baseball hat with my glasses and I wear a white t-shirt and stay low in the water? So I opted to not do 100% video, and that's kind of the way I'm leaning with a lot of this stuff. It's kind of it's risky in the hot sun. So as you can see, you know, you found a couple of pennies. You got bottle caps, your pull tabs, junk, you know, just all kinds of crap. Mercedes Matchbox car. It's actually a Welly, looks like, made in China. Made in China Mercedes. Anyone's interested? Convertible, has a little water damage. And we did find one gold today. So I am on the board with one gold and a small woman's ring. There's a stone. It looks almost black, you know, like, I don't know if it's onyx or exactly what it is. I actually haven't even been able to read what the carat is, but there is some inscription in there. Actually, it looks like it says 10K. I'm gonna have to put on some cheaters to see exactly what it is. You know, maybe you viewers out there can see what it is. I think it's right in there. And you can tell me. So anyways, we're on the board today, and you know, to be honest, I probably put in 2 hours of hunting, and when I look at the ratio of junk to you know, good finds, it's pretty high. You know, geez, to be honest, this is the only piece of jewelry that was worth anything. I had to have done 75 targets, you know, to get to this point. There are people that come by this beach on a regular basis, and I was watching them, and what they do is they, you know, there's basically no wave action out on this beach, Palm Beach, in Aruba, and so what people do is they cruise through where, you know, people will be hanging out in their floats, their rafts. A lot of people go out there, they just float around in the water, almost like they're in a swimming pool, and they're about, you know, maybe 20 yards offshore, maybe even a little less, you know, somewhere in that range. And what this guy does that comes down here on a regular basis is he goes right through, you know, that area, you know, 15, 20 yards offshore, and I guess he does it, you know, every day or every other day. Local guy, don't blame him. I'd be doing the same thing if I lived down here. So what I did was I tried to stay a little bit closer to the shoreline, where it's actually, you know, along the trough. There's a trough there where the water runs down off the berm, and it's a little bit harder to work. I'm not really finding much stuff in the trough. It's actually a little bit beyond it, but to me it's kind of a good place to hang out, because a lot of people don't like to walk along there because it's very difficult to walk in that area. It's a pain in the ass. So anyways, I was thinking about becoming an influencer. I want to influence people to smoke Cuban cigars, by enjoying some alcohol. I'm an influencer.